So, if you're like many people, you think that marriage is about love and personal happiness. Well, love does come into it, but not in the way you think. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm Lesli Dories, your marriage coach, creator of the Hero Husband Project, and owner of Foundations Coaching. And the truth of the matter is that marriage is really a challenge. It is going to test you in all kinds of ways. And what people talk about as irreconcilable differences as a reason for ending a marriage, I call BS too. Most of the things that people disagree about are not irreconcilable. They become irreconcilable because of one or both of your egos. And the truth of the matter is, one of my all-time favorite quotes is by a man named John Barth. And he said, marriage is our last best chance to grow up. And actually, marriage truly is for grown-ups because it doesn't end on the day you say, I do. That is the beginning. You are going to change. Your partner is going to change. You're going to have different experiences. You're going to butt heads. You're going to do all of these things. And instead of seeing those differences as a reason to break up, if you can reframe those differences as an opportunity to grow, you and your marriage will have a fighting chance. Now, there are a couple of differences that truly are irreconcilable. You can't sort of have a child. So if one of you does not want children and the other one does, that truly is an irreconcilable difference. If one of you requires monogamy and the other one is not interested in monogamy, that also is an irreconcilable difference. The way the toilet paper gets put on the toilet, on the holder, not so much. The way you chop onions, not so much. Even your political views may or may not be irreconcilable, although those might go to a little bit more about your values and whatever. But being married and having somebody who thinks and behaves and grows differently than you is really what is going to test you. And if you aren't comfortable with change, then don't get married, because change is the one thing that we're guaranteed in life. There's an adage that men marry women hoping they don't change, and women marry men hoping that they do. Well, in that particular case, the truth lies more towards what women think, but here's the problem. A lot of women only want their guys to change in one way, the way they want them to. Now, your partner has the right and the responsibility to make requests of you. If there's something that you're doing that is creating a challenge for them, they have the right and responsibility to bring it to your attention. What they don't have is the right for you to do it their way, because you're a sentient being. You're an autonomous individual. You get to be who you are. And the growth part is what needs to happen so that our relationship works. Now, I tell my clients that you need to say yes to your partner as often as you can, but only when you can. Because sometimes your partner may come to you with a request or a desire or a need or whatever, and your answer is no. Every single no dings your relationship. But sometimes you have to say no, and that's okay. It's how you say no and how often you say no. Because when you say no, that presents your partner with a growth opportunity, right? And we don't think about marriage as this, but it is. If you are going to spend the majority of your life building something with another human being, you are going to be challenged. That is a given. And the goal is for both of you to move in the same direction, which requires finding what that direction will be. Sometimes it's going to be in your partner's preferred direction. Sometimes it's going to be in your preferred direction. And sometimes you have to come up with a completely different direction. And that is what marriage truly is about. Now, when you do this, when you are able to talk to your partner, when you're able to grow with them, not away from them, you're going to build a stronger unit. And so that's my challenge to you is what are the things that your partner is presenting to you that you're fighting against or that you have some challenges with, but that might reframe this as what is the opportunity? What's the opportunity to look at why I want to do it in this particular way or why this thing matters to me? That's information. That's learning about yourself. That's learning about your partner. And if you're not willing to learn, then I'm going to tell you, you're probably going to have a really tough time. And if you are having a difficult time, I invite you to reach out. Don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer in resentment, but let's learn how you can grow and adapt because that's what a marriage requires. So if you're interested, I invite you to send me an email or put a comment down below or direct message me. You can email me at Lesli at foundationscoachingnc.com. That's Lesli. Thanks, Mom. And, you know, if you're thinking that you have an irreconcilable difference with your partner, I challenge you to see if it really cannot be reconciled or whether it can't be reconciled in the way you want it to be. I also invite you to subscribe to this channel and send me any questions that you would like me to cover in any future live. And until next week, stay loving.